Good evening, everyone. My persuasive speech will be about celebrities who break the law and if they should receive stiffer penalties for it. Now, April 15th is the day we all look forward to or dread. Not to get confused with April 15th of 1912, when the Titanic sank, or April 15th of 1959, when Fidel Castro flew to Washington. I am talking about April 15th as Tax Day. Starting from January 1st, we have 3 months to file and send our returns to the IRS. If we don't meet the deadline, we will get hit with a failure to file penalty. That is 5% of your unpaid taxes for each month your tax return is late. And it goes up to 25%. If the IRS catches you within 6 years of not paying, you can go to jail for tax evasion. Well, award music sensation Shakira is known for having hips that don't lie. But she and other famous celebrities have lied about filing their taxes for years, and because of their celebrity status, they have walked away with a little slap on the wrist. This isn't fair for average people like you and me. Celebrities who break the law should receive stiffer penalties. Celebrities who commit crimes and break the laws don't face enough. In fact, they get unfair special treatment. They are human beings, just like the average person, and don't deserve to be taken care of better than non-famous or poor people. Celebrity status shouldn't determine how the punishment should be given. Whether they want to be or not, celebrities are influential role models for a lot of people. They are responsible for setting the precedents. Parents, as much as they don't like how kids want celebrities as role models and they try to be the role models themselves, kids look up to celebrity, and sometimes that celebrity might have a criminal record, and that criminal record will just go unpunished. With plenty of legal accusations circling around many celebrities, they have been able to walk away from cases that involve theft, drug abuse, assault, and murder from their status alone. An article by the Houston Methodist scholars have stated, studies have considered the influence of celebrity status and its potential interaction with race on people's perceptions of events related to rape. As predicted, being a celebrity had distinct advantages. Celebrities who aren't held accountable and aren't facing stricter penalties is just telling them whatever they are doing is okay, and they won't have consequences for their actions. The standard should be for everyone. This is a heavy influence on the younger generation who are growing up with easy access to social media. Donald P's article proclaims, ever-increasing levels of greed, self-obsession, superficial relationships, arrogance, and vanity are everywhere apparent and not making us any happier. With common mental health problems on the increase, especially among the young, seemingly irreversible alterations to family life, technological development, including social media, attitudes to death and dying, and celebrity worship, all feature in the rise of our narcissistic society and our interconnected trends. Logan and Jake Paul are brothers, and they are part of the social media influencers who promote violence and disturbing the peace, domestic terrorism. They recorded suicide and flaunt money to their young targeted audiences. The consequences they received was a label dropping them, but another one picked them up. A movie suspension that was uplifted a few months later, and an apology to their viewers. But they're still free to make more videos on a global social media platform. Standards shouldn't be lenient towards those with a higher status. If they can't take their job seriously, do illegal things, then they should face the consequences. They are not invincible, so if they commit the crime, they should do the time. In 2001, researchers from the Southwestern University Department determined that celebrities on trial would fare better than non-famous defendants. Some might say the reason why celebrities don't face stricter penalties is because their careers will be ruined. According to Poorman and T in a 2013 article, the modern-day athlete is currently defenseless against false attacks against their characters and reputation. The public assumes athletes are guilty until proven innocent, and the press is not held accountable for the publishing of a harmful statement. That is very true. But when you have other states or controversies like Michael Vick, or like Oscar Pistorius, who was an athlete who killed his girlfriend by firing bullets through a closed toilet door, and he was only sentenced for jail for 6 years, and he's up for parole. I can see why people automatically assume when athletes, when they make these big offenses, they should be held at a higher accountable punishment. There is no doubt in anyone's mind that if they break the law, they will face consequences. Punishments can range from a prison sentence and a heavy fine to hard labor and community service. It doesn't always have to be by the highest. However, there has to be some restitution. If crime is left with no punishment, it sends a message to others that breaking the law is acceptable. Penalizing the lawbreaker may not be a dissuasion from crime, but not punishing the criminal will simply be interpreted as an encouragement to commit crimes. Thank you so much for listening.